Hi, I'm Robert Smith Jr. I've been the pastor of New Bethel Baptist Church in Detroit, Michigan for more than 40 years. It is one of the greatest churches that the world has ever known. Not because it produced the great voice of Aretha Franklin or that the most celebrated pastor ever, Reverend C.L. Franklin, was the pastor there for 38 years. Made great recordings, gathered crowds around the contiguous United States, such places as Madison Square Garden, long before the televangelists and a lot of these great conference leading preachers do now. Reverend Franklin was far, far, far ahead of his time, or he was just a path cutter. While most of us look to do what has been done and do it better, C.L. Franklin was like Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates. Steve Jobs said that Bill Gates found things in existence and tried to make them better. He tried to come up with things that had never been. And certainly Steve Jobs did a super job, just as Reverend Franklin. But what most people don't know about New Bethel Church is its great benevolence. It started as a Helping Hand club. Today, it serves over 700,000 tons of food. Today, it gives to the work in Haiti for more than 20 years now. Today, it has made me the national chairman of the Foreign Mission Board of National Baptist Convention USA Incorporated, with over 119 stations in Africa, 21 stations in Haiti, stations in South America and in the Caribbean. I've been blessed beyond my wildest imagination as a little country boy from Pensacola, Florida, when it was just a wee city. My roots are in Wilcox County, Alabama, way back in the woods, with no electricity, no running water. But God has just been so good to bring me so far, way beyond my imagination. And today, I try to pay back. Today, I try to live up to what God has trusted me with. Because my belief is God only gives you things for you to handle in such a way that it will bless the world. Like the men with the talents, God expects you to do well with what he puts in your hand. And part of that is caring for the least ones. So I'm here at this time to make an appeal for my friends in Haiti in particular. These little children that you see here are indeed among the least ones. We thank God for all the help we've received in the last 20 years, bringing them to this point. And my God, if you ever make a trip with me, I will never have to tell you about them again. But along the way, after the earthquake, along the way, God blessed us with another partner, Reverend Olestein, of course, is our head man there, running some 21 stations. Does a marvelous, outstanding job. He reminds me of my wife's mother, who's also my mother. That lady could take a dime and do as much as other people could do with a whole quarter. She kept her children looking so good, kept up everything, working two jobs most of the time. But they weren't paying much in those days. Matter of fact, I worked in U.S. Pipe and Foundry worked in a factory for $2.56 an hour. So you know what she must have been making as a cook and a manager of food services. But Ron Olstein is the same way. He works all the time, and whatever you give him, he's going to get the job done. I love that so much. But then one day when I was on my way, Reverend Olstein asked me to go to the shopping mall and meet a man that wanted to send $500. And that's the man you see on the side, Brother Louis Chalmers. And the whole world has changed since then. We've come together to build an orphanage, different from anything there. We have an orphanage where there are only 4 to 8 in a room. And you say, my God, 4, 8. Well, most of our stations would have 25 boys in one room, 15 girls in one room. One of my first missions there was to get New Bethel to buy bunk beds because many of them slept on cardboard on the floor. And what a blessing that was. But then the Chalmers came along and we have built a new orphanage where we have some 34 children there, and it's only 4 to 8 per room. And on top of that, every room has a face bowl in it. Brother Louis Chalmers is a great man. I don't know what you call him, an engineer or contractor or whatever he is. He knows so much and can get so many things done in such a special way. Rather than just digging a well, he bought all the equipment from America and dug a reservoir for us. So we not only have a face bowl in every room, but there are bathrooms in the orphanage with multiple toilets and latrines, and my God, it's beyond imagination, but it is a great work. And now we're going a step further. We have this is what I need me to um, get this farm everywhere it needs to be and how it needs to be. We need you to help us to have money to operate the farm, to pay the agriculturalists and the people who are there that knows the business. Farming, as my granddaddy did in Wilcox County, Alabama. Of course, he never was allowed to take his own product to the market. His cotton, his corn, his sweet potatoes, whatever it was. The big man who owned the sharecroppers' homes, the big man who owned the supply store, he took everything all the time. But we do know this, it takes time to reap a harvest. While we're trying to reap that harvest, we got to take care of our teachers. While we're trying to reach that harvest, we got to get supplies and continue to work. So I'm asking you to decide to join Brother Chalmers and Brother Olerstein by becoming a monthly donor. Now, what I want you to do is go to Help4Haiti.com. Help4Haiti.com. And tell them what you're ready to do and how you want to do it. If you can become a monthly donor, that would certainly help. Consistency pays always. And if you can do that, that would be really, really wonderful. If you could send $100 a month, if you can send $50 a month, if you can send $1,000 a month, whatever you do will be highly, highly appreciated. Listen, we're counting on you, my friends. We're counting on you. You're the ones that got to make this work. And I got to leave right now. We're having a great awakening revival at the church. I guess you could call it a period of discovery. We want to look at what we've lost in 20 months of COVID-19, and we're believing 1 Samuel 30:6 that God is going to give us full recovery. Listen, please go to Help4, and that's number 4, Haiti.com. Message Brother Lewis. Let him know how you want to help. If indeed you're not able to go that route, let me just give you my phone number. If it'd be easier for you, and I connect you with Brother Chalmers to his phone number. My phone number is 313-433-1606. That's 313-433-1606. Find a way to be a part of this great work. We need you to find a way to be a part of this great work. God bless you. God keep you is our prayer. I got a mind, live for Jesus all of my days. Count on hearing from you. I got a mind, live for Jesus all of my days.